Greetings, this is the Pre-lectio for Filipino philosophy. To begin with, I am perfectly studying guy, and there's question confronted me. Mariela Adam Chineto in the article Philosophy According to Mercado at Impresa, a evaluation of this 2010, dared to question the bedrocks of Filipino philosophy. The author asks whether Filipino philosophy is real being or a mere fantasy. To this, we answer that Filipino philosophy does exist both in reality and imagination.
So, in order to support that claim, the first supporting points is that we say this because Leonardo Mercado considers other thinkers having their sense of valuation, taste, and other elements to consider. Second supporting point is that, moreover, we say this due to the fact that Leonardo Mercado as well considers loob or something that can be referred to as well. This will is loob, or loob is the balance and blend of reason and emotion.
And third, we say this since Florentino Tembreza considers a human person to be shaped not merely by praise and blame, but in root and its full being as well. To illustrate the first point, consider person A is a utilitarian, whereas person B is indulgent into aesthetics. A and B are spouses in this setting. A wants a land that is also feeding the children and is for livelihood. B wants flower or ornamentals that is cherishing the eyes, both adhering the goods like in use and beauty. It is considerable to adhere and embrace the variety of thoughts in this notion.
As an example for the second point, imagine a person who is under the spirit of liquor, who despite of being attractive in the eyes of the mass, has shown its talent like in singing or poetry. And as regards in the third point, I myself experience as being likened to a child who is eager to explore, ignoring taboos and fears.
For the valid objections to each working point, first, however, other people may say that the way of philosophizing of Mercado does not align with the traditional method that uses books, thoughts of the previous philosophers, and it can be stated that there is no such thing as Filipino philosophy. Second, regarding the second point, others object that love is a tame faculty of a person. It can be dangerous as well. This can be consist of ulong-sulong attitude leading to uncertainties and mistrust.
To the third point, other thinkers claim that praise and blame is necessary in the sense of choosing persons fitted to share thoughts and deeds. Kate Blackwood and David Shoemaker consider the factors as one of the tests of characters. It is important in this sense to put a slogan for persons not as a form of insult or idolatry, but to serve as a role model and warning. For the sound answer to each objection, to the first objection, we answer that Mercado is not using the traditional method, in which its medium is culture and language, so that he may uncover or unearth the Filipino philosophy that lies in it, for the reason that it is not written in books or documents, but it is embedded in language, culture, beliefs, and the like.
The second, we reply that will is to be exercised through times. Although an untamed and unfathomable part of humanity, this remains that which build its existence. As to the third objection, we say that despite praise and blame, a person is to shape its character and enjoy its existence. Praise and blame are merely short-term guide in this sense, because when this one is able to discern which deed is to take and to avoid.
So to illustrate the points discussed, first example would be, for instance, the self for Filipino philosophy is not separated or dichotomized from other people and places where it belongs, in which it gives importance to the concept of being together and to achieve harmony among others. Second example is that a child, when developing, has its mood and emotions through time being changed and trained by parents and other guardians. Owing to the help in growth, he or she is able to see and engage with the reality, loob alang sa loob, or what translates to as will for another will. It is to be exercised through times.
Third example, a prisoner, criminals, and other groups labeled as enemies of society have the potency to reconcile with the good. Even the prisoner can be rehabilitated and is open for community service. Criminals may have past that is hurtful and resort into doing things even against their conscience, really making ends meet. Rebels might have the reason of standing against hypocrisy and corruption in society and other institutions. In conclusion, we say that philosophy is wide and improving through times. Every person has their system of thoughts as bound with time, place, will, and other elements.
And now for our insights. First, there are instances when philosophy is beyond description, for it is to be found out and dwelt. Second, will is given by the owner of things, and it lies upon the created beings to exercise.
For the third one is free and bounded. It is free in the reason of an empty stomach. This will become bounded for a reason of outcomes and expectations for and by self. For our application, the first one, it is essential to take a stand in reality and at the same time acknowledge the existence of other thoughts and beings.
Secondly, the oath is a gift from the unseen friend, and it is to be harnessed and disciplined without compromising other insight. And lastly, accountability becomes the core of the person as a stand and a sight of reality. The notion of hinaya, or givenness in Visayan, thought, for example, deals with a re-evaluation of necessary things. That would be all, and thank you.